So cheap. So, last we left off, the armies of hell have arrived in Amber, led by Oberos the Adjudicator, a powerful devil who owes Tiamat a great deal from her time in hell. This army came through a large sort of portal, like crack in the ground, first created by Tiamat's tower, which magically moved from its original place to just a few miles from the capital's walls. You played as the capital's defense, defended against the first wave of the devil's vast armies, and you did so rather successfully. With the defense done and the second wave gathering, you watched as fire spread throughout the city, and two smaller sort of infernal leviathans, these huge sort of Avengers movie type things, stopped protecting the greater one with this sort of massive parliament building up on his back and began flying towards the city. Whilst one of them was slowed by the metallic dragons from Titan that had come to Ambyr's aid, one of them made a speedy headway towards the city, and two dragons were slain in trying to stop the monster's advance. You were met with a decision and decided that you had to cut the head off the snake and end this invasion. So, after hopping on the back of some dragons, and Nevado becoming a dragon himself, you flew towards the massive Leviathan. After separating after sprinting your way there, you made it to the Leviathan and were met with some resistance outside. However, these enemies were no match for the blade skills of Giri, the archery of Daviak, the breath weapon of Nevado, the power punches of Kaiman, and the animated ballistae of Mittens. With the outer forces defeated, you gather upon the doors, ready to breach the parliament, defeat the devils within, and save Amber. Yeah! So, imagine it. You're all gathered up on the door. You're like getting ready. A fucking SWAT team going in. Daviak's got his bow out, like arrow sort of knocked ready. Nevado, as a massive dragon, is like preparing like a sprinter on the start line outside. Giri sort of blade out on the other sort of side of the door. Kaiman, his fist is already glowing bright, sort of orange, and these ballistas are just hovering. And Mittens is there, just bagpipes in hand, like imagine like holding his like ready to fight. Yeah, ready to fuck. Yeah, ready to fucking go. Daviak sort of stands there and says, "All right, on my signal, we breach. 3, 2, 1, breach, breach, breach!" And the ballistae, I like to imagine the ballistae fires a bolt through the door, turning this huge wooden door to splinters beside you all, busting open the door and flying into the room. And I'm sort of imagining it like, you know how in every Call of Duty there's a bit where you breach into a door and everything goes really slow motion, and like, you're just firing around and it doesn't matter what you do, you just got to press the R2 button and you'll kill some people. It's a bit like that, where you breach in through the door, everything goes slow motion, and in around the room, you can see what you see before you hear. There were tables that were in the room, but as you've entered the room, these tables have all sort of disappeared, just like quick as a flash, and all these imps that are sort of flying and writing things on bits of paper, suddenly just like the table before them just disappears, like, and then they just watch as the ballista just flies past them through the middle of the room. You can see several guards guarding this upper section over here, and in the upper section you can see two very, very fat, very large sort of Edwardian dressed looking sort of adjudicatory type, sort of official looking devils. They've got green skin, tiny little wings, small wings that definitely don't look like they should be able to help them fly, but much like a bee, they defy gravity and fly. And they're sort of sat there. One of them's like sipping on wine. The other one's got like a huge leg of what you're hoping is like a lamb or something. But the more you're looking at it, the more you're thinking this has human resemblance. And it's just huge and it's like biting off a bit while they're both just scribing. And the back over here, you can see a figure that looks very much like Borisov, but he's almost like piecemealed together from bits of other devils. He's got scars and scratches and stitches and all sorts over him, and his eyes are sort of rolled to the back of his head, and he's just sat slumped in this chair, almost just like mumbling something to himself, like, and stood next to him is a figure that is, dare I say, devilishly handsome. One of the most handsome beings you've ever seen. He wears like one of them sort of aristocratic wigs. He's got like purple skin, purple wings, purple sort of suit on with a waistcoat, golden filigree and embellishments on the waistcoat. He has a cane in one hand, and he's sort of he's got like his hand on the shoulder of Borisov. as he's just looking throughout the room. But as you enter, obviously this bolt flies through the door. You all have a surprise round, and with that, we'll roll very quick initiative order. So, could everyone just please roll me initiative to see how this surprise round goes? I'm going to move my dinner. However, I am keeping the garlic bread that I'm yet to finish. No, I use my red devil dice. That seems fun.
That's a pretty good Geary roll.
That is a pretty good Geary roll, to be fair. Right, so some initiatives. So I'm just going to pull up the...
Yeah, initiative I roll as an evader, not as a dragon, right?
You roll as the dragon, because it is the dragon's dexterity. I've also logged into this as fucking
Surely that benefits you.
Dragon... Bronze
has
dragon has
no
0.
dexterity. Most dragons don't have very good dexterity.
So it's a flat d20 here. That's 3, baby. Let's go.
Let's go! Just got to log back in as me so that I can access some people's initiatives, and I need to just really quickly log some dead blokes for phase 1. Alrighty. So let me just get up. Ryman.
Ben, just while you're doing many things, I can move the ballista, but I can't move my token.
That sounds like a you problem, my dude. But I will amend it.
Just whack down a fresh token, JJ. Be extra large. Yeah.
There you go. You should be able to move that now. So I've got Ryman, and then I've got sheets. Fucking sheets open. I've been given explicit instructions, by the way, for Ryan on how to play Ryman.
Is it? You don't pay any attention to what's going on.
No, it was rather unfortunately what he said was, oh fuck! I have to get it on my phone. It was something like oh sorry, one sec. It would help. It was something along the lines of fist everyone until, like you quite literally said, just fist attack everyone until people need healing. Then heal.
I'm glad I said fist attack, not fist everyone.
I think he did say fist everyone, but then he quickly changed it. Hello, my dear.
He's gonna rock up next week with a AI generated image of Carmen fisting a
yay. Hey, thank you. I haven't brought fucking McFlurry. This is great. So initiatives for Ryman and an initiative for Daviak when it decides to load. Thank you. Right. So let's get these initiatives on the doors, shall we? So that I can remember who's meant to go when. So first up is Mittens, then Geary, then Nevado. Sorry, Mittens, Geary, Ryman, Daviak. And I've unfortunately written that in completely black, so let's just change the color of that. Then let's just roll for some baddies as well. So the big main guy, he gets a plus, right? So he's gonna go there. Oberos goes there. Oh, that's unfortunate. And guards, they've rolled very, very well. The other guys, I've forgotten what it says in that stat block. I'm just going to put fat guys. Because I'm a pro DM. Right. So, obviously, we haven't done many surprise rounds. So basically how it works is you guys get a full turn of initiative. So obviously, Nevado, you've crashed through the huge thing up top. Everyone else has pushed through down below, except for the ballista, which is also the massive ballista, which has also had to go up the top. Mittens, you are up first in the initiative. What would you like to do in this surprising round of surprises?
What I'm gonna do is oh, can I make myself go in front of this? No, I can't.
There you go. There you go. You should be able to go in front of it now.
There we go. Perfect. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get on my ballista.
Okay, so your ballista moves down.
So my ballista moves down, and then yeah, I don't really have anything to like ranged or like too far range. So I'm just gonna so the ballista will just go after me. Go. What's the distance here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and just take a shot at one of these imps. Which
Alrighty.
will be plus 11. That's a great start.
That's a fantastic start. This ballista bolt just clangs all across the ground. Roll me a D6
D6.
plus 1. This is to see how many bolts are in this ballista.
D6 plus 1. 3.
It's very lax on it. 3. So you got 3 bolts in this auto-loading ballista before it needs a manual sort of reload with some of the ammo that you saw outside.
Okie dokie.
Otherwise, it's still just a massive animated object that could whack stuff, but you know. Awesome. Let's keep that in mind. Next up is Giri. Giri, what would you like to do?
That's a good question. I also can't move my token.
Oh, son of a bitch. I thought I did this. I think I gave up halfway through. I don't think that's what's happened there. There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action turn invisible.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll get up to here. Invisible.
Invisibly. Awesome. So is that everything?
Yep.
Cool. Ryman is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and cast a preliminary Spirit Guardians. Just Ryman's cool. So Spirit Guardians, just gonna remember that he has that. I'm gonna stick that little token on him. Well, as anything within 15 feet is just gonna get blocked by that. He's just doing it at base 3rd level. That's Ryman. I think there is a way you can add a aura. Yeah. If I try that. Aha! There we go. Spirit Guardians. Aura. Figured that out the other day. That was surprising. Cool. Then we have.
What layer is that on, Ben? Because I don't know if anyone else can see it, but I can't.
Well, I can see it, and that's the most important thing for me to remember. But just everyone remember that Primus casts Spirit Guardians. You can see these sort of I forgot what he said. It's almost like fire, just like flitting around him. Then we got Daviak, and Daviak's just going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's just going to take a couple of shots at some imps just to sort of key things up. So he's just gonna go longbow. 18 hits that imp, and another one hits that one. These imps are considered minions, so any damage that goes to them, done. They're gone. They're just puny little minion shits. Then we finally have Nevado. Nevado, what would you like to do?
I think the technical term is thundercunt.
Thundercunt.
So I'm going to fly over here, and I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Fantastico.
Lightning breath.
Grabbing charges.
12d10?
Whatever it says.
I think you mean 12D dead.
12D dead. So you're flying over here, and this is against all these imps and those guys at the back there.
Anything I can hit in that cone.
Yeah. So
Just
be
one.
against that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy. So let's see. 61 damage. All right.
And that guy?
And what guy?
The guy on the left. Lonesome Raider.
It's a 10-foot wide line. So it's only, unfortunately it's a 10-foot wide line. It's a bit, it is a little bit weird with
5 foot in the middle and then 2.5 feet in either one. I think I've got you on a technicality there, you little bit.
I'm gonna say a big fat no to that one, and I'm just gonna roll for a bunch of these imps. So the first imp fails. Second imp, what's the DC?
19.
19. Jurists, that's what they're called, not fat guys, jurists. 19. So second one fails. Third one actually passes with a 19, and then the dude over there passes. So these two are dead. This guy's alive because there's a minion. If he has to make a saving throw to take half damage, he instead takes no damage. But this guy is still going to take 30 lightning damage as it just this huge bolt from this dragon blasting into him. Nicely bloody done. Awesome. So we pick up then with the start of the first actual round, and you can see Ouroboros sort of looks and says, "Oh, you must be the Rangers that I have been told about. I'm going to assume you're not here to formally surrender or negotiate, so well, why don't we get all this started then?" And the layer action is the first thing that sort of procs off. And the layer action is, once I get it up, each creature allied to Ouroboros moves up to their speed to a point he chooses. If a creature is charmed by Ouroboros, they move to a place of Ouroboros' choosing. So he just gets to move a bunch of people. Pretty much everyone at the back is going to stay where they are, but all these imps are just going to go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, no. That one's gone underneath, but whatever. Oh, fuck. That. There we go. It actually wants to go there. You want to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. To a place of his choice, and he knows the Spirit Guardians is bad, so that's fine. 5, 25, 30. And actually, this one's going to use the last of his movement speed to go there. These guys up here are all going to pretty much stay where they are, except this one, 10, 15, 20 is going to move up here. 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. And that's how they're going to work there. Awesome. Then we go to Mittens, the first official turn in the initiative order. What would you like to do?
Okay. I am going to turn myself
Shit, that was loud.
in this direction. And then standing right in front, I'm going to cast a Thunder Wave to get
Underway.
these 3 here. So they all need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. What is the DC in this Constitution saving throw?
It is 19.
19. So they got to roll an 18 because they got a +1. It's 14 fail. That's a 6 fail. That's a 3 fail. That's I need to roll one more, don't I? Yeah. That's a 3, another fail.
15-foot cube, yeah.
Oh shit, so I got to roll 2 more.
So I can get 4 of them, I think, in that.
13 fail. 15 fail. They all fucking fail. Which is really, really fine and dandy. So he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. As this thunderwave echoes out on all these imps that are flying.
All of them in a 15-foot cube.
Yeah, 15-foot cube from you goes outwards. That's
Yeah, I'll
50,
take it.
like 15 feet. 15 feet's out
think
to
you're
there,
right.
mate.
I think you're right.
Yeah, 15 foot's out to there. Way out to there. So you're good. Yeah, and
JJ,
with this,
don't look the gift horse in the mouth.
with this huge thunderous boom, all these things just fly backwards and just slide along the sort of very nice sort of marble floor. And you can even hear the squeak as they just hit the floor. And the body just fly off. Awesome. That's your action. Any bonus actions? Any movement? Anything like that?
I'm going to give a bardic inspiration to Gary.
Thank you.
Nice.
Then this thing is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
Alrighty.
And it is going to take a shot at one of whatever these guys are over here. So
Yeah, these are the legates. These are the same things that you saw outside. Same
right.
sorts of dudes.
So that is a 25 to hit,
A 25 to hit.
dealing 13 force damage.
Alrighty. 13. Force damage, yeah, 25 hits. These things, yeah, this bolt just blasts in the shoulder as it just stumbles back slightly from this ballista blow. Nice. Anything else?
That is everything.
Awesome. Then we, in fact, go to the legate's turn. How high are you off the ground on
Me
this ballista?
personally, the ballista is probably just hovering above the ground at the moment. I haven't really gone up much. So
Okay.
with the height of the ballista, I'm probably like 5-10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
I like 2 Kai Parslows.
So this legate then is going to charge 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's the aura around your thing?
Anything that starts its turn there I can either boost its speed or drop its speed.
Oh, okay. Well, this thing is going to run into the aura and basically use all of its movement to like charge in, leap up, and just sort of clamber up the side of this ballista to
We
try
don't
and
like
make an
this.
attack against you. So let's see how he does. Bam, bam, bam. So he has a +7 to hit. So let's see how this goes. 7 + 7, 14 on his first attack, and a
14
16 on his
misses.
second attack.
16 does hit.
16 does hit. And with that, he's going to use Hellbite to just deal a bit more damage to you. So that is going to be the 10. 5 + 4 is 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 6 + 8 is 14, plus an additional 2d4 for the Hellbite. 14, 17, 21 points of fire damage.
30 damage.
Pretty
total.
decent hit from that. From that thing, as it just charges up, climbs up, and then just sort of reaches out and tries to stab you. These ones over here. Do I think this one over here should go in and attack, or should it stay back? I think it's gonna stay back. It's gonna stay within range of his aura, I think. Yeah. Actually, was that in range of his aura? I need to check. On 20 feet. No, nowhere near. Cool. That's they don't have any range capabilities, so that's pretty much all they're going to do. Next up, however, we do have Geary. Geary, you are invisible. At the beginning of your next turn,
Doesn't it wear off?
you suddenly become visible again. What would you like to do?
How high is this crossbow?
Just like
basically hovering ground level. No, I haven't decided to fly it around the room just yet.
If I go here, can I still hit that little double Agate?
I stand on that edge bit. I would say yes, but make me an acrobatics check because you are standing on the crossbeam of a ballista, so it might be a little bit of balance. So it's just to see whether your attack is made. But you can stand there to see whether your your attacks are made with disadvantage from standing on a crossbeam.
What if I go here?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna hit him. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. 4 times. All right, here we go.
You have an 18 to beat.
23.
20 bloody 3.
Right. 20 slashing damage.
Fuck me. Okay.
Go again.
25.
19 slashing damage. Go again. 11 slashing damage. I'm going to reroll both of those because they're a 2 and a 1.
Okay.
That's not that much better, but that'll be 14 instead.
14. Right.
I'm feeling confident. I'm going to take a -5 on this one.
Okay.
19.
19 does hit. In fact, they have an AC of.
Reroll both
19.
of those knobs. Oh, 20. So 30 damage on that last one.
30 damage on that last one. Fucking hell. So you charge up to this thing and leap upon the top. And I'm just imagining this like geary war cry as you just come up, unsheath your blade, and it's just this quick samurai just slash, 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 slash. And with a final kick, this Legate's body is just thrown from the top of this crossbow off, and he is dead, just dead. These 4 huge gashes in his form.
Did I just kill him, or was it quite convincing?
You killed him by about 10 HP.
Oh.
About 10 HP. I'm actually going to change the name to Jurist, because fat guy's slightly not the vibe. Right.
After I've done that, I'll just look across at Mittens and just go, onwards, sir!
Tally ho!
Tally ho! We will ride your chariot into battle.
Right. Oberos's turn.
Being a meteor.
Sorry?
How do you feel about being, if I go up, angle it down, and then thunder wave you into the ground with your sword out? That would be pretty devastating, I reckon.
Yeah, fuck it.
Or load him into the fucking crossbow. Or load her into the crossbow. To chunk!
This string ain't strong enough for this absolute unit.
Right. Oberos's turn.
Gary's like 40 stone easy. 40 stone of just muscle.
40 stone of muscle, armor, and a greatsword just pointed up. Fantastic. So, Oberos's turn, and you can see he sort of stands up prim and proper after he's watched the decimation of all of his little imps. He takes his cane, taps it twice on the ground, and very much like, you guys seen Rhea and the Last Dragon? How a sword segments and turns into like a whip? Very much like that. So he taps his cane twice on the ground, and this cane just begins to segment. And it almost, like his cane anyway, kind of looks like a spinal cord, like a black, long spinal cord. But now it's just this spinal cord-esque whip that's very, very long. And he just sort of unleashes it out. And what's he going to do? What is he going to do? As a little bit of that. Yeah, he's going to do... Yeah, that seems fair. So I just need to look up the things for the spell. Just need to look up the things for this spell now. Don't worry. I also need to close all of these fucking tabs. Jesus Christ. Don't need all of them. Right. So he's going to cast Firestorm. Because fuck all y'all. And he's going to... It says 10 10-foot cubes in Firestorm. And you can range them as they wish. Each cube must have at least one adjacent to the face of another cube. So I'm going to say that 10 10-foot cubes, if that's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can actually get one, or you can actually get the whole storm across to Nevado as well, if you lined up 10 10-foot cubes in a shape. So can everybody make me a dexterity saving throw against the spell Firestorm? As he just with his right hand he's got this whip, and with his left hand he just begins spinning, and this firestorm just begins spinning through the air.
That's an 11.
There's a 20 from Mittens and a 16 from the Ballista. Gary, you have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I do.
He does have a Bardic Inspiration.
D12,
I believe.
I don't know. I think that's going to make a difference, unfortunately. So I might save it. No, my maths is bad. It might make a difference. Fuck it, why not? I'll use my Bardic Inspiration.
Okie dokie.
If this is below what I need, JJ, I might kill you. Again. Oh no, 15 might be good enough, I don't think.
Okay.
You do, however,
so everybody...
gain 11 temporary hit points.
Oh, there we go.
Hey. Things
Show still for what's about to happen.
things are going up geary. However, everybody does fail.
With a 20, that fails.
With a 20, that fails. What level 20 combat, my dude?
Yeah, I thought a 20 might scrape it.
Nah. You need it. Rather annoyingly, you needed a. Rather annoyingly, you needed a 21. So with a 12, you could have actually passed that, Sam.
Oh right.
I
feel great about that.
You should. So you should. So that's 12, 13, 15. It's not very good, but not a very good thing. Okay, that makes it better. 25, 33, 41. So everybody takes 41 points of fire damage as this firestorm ripples through the air all around you. That's his action. Then with his bonus action, he's going to look at
41, yeah.
41 points of fire damage. What's the range on that now? 10, 15, 20, let's fucking one thing out. Does he move for it? Does he move for it?
He likes his chair.
He does quite like his chair. He likes where he is. Although, actually, no, he is going to move just to here. But that doesn't technically make him any closer. Yeah, still just 5 feet out. Fuck's sake. That's fine. Bonus action.
Is this Oberos?
Yes, that is Borisov, the big Minotaur guy that you once fought. This is Oberos, just a very handsome-looking devil.
Is he not in the? Is Borisov not in the?
It would appear not. Despite what you guys are doing, he's still just sat there, just slumped over, fucking chanting some weird shit. Which is very, very strange. He didn't even acknowledge you guys coming in. How rude. But that is going to be Oberos's turn. We then go to Ryman, who, upon realizing that didn't hurt me at all, is just going to run up here so that these things have to make a saving throw. JJ, remind me, do they have to make a saving throw now, or do they make a saving throw on their turn?
They make a saving throw at the start of their turn.
Start of their turn. Well, he's going to go up there. But he is then going to do, because that looked like it hurt all of you. He is going to do a mass cure wounds on everybody, because yes, he does think that might have just hurt a little bit. I'm now on different things. I just have to put this thing into a tab. Mass cure. Ryan doesn't have mass cure wounds. Fuck you, Ryan. All right, fine. He's not going to do that. He's going to
somehow very in character.
That is somehow very in character. He literally said to me, cast mass cure wounds, otherwise fist people. So instead, he's going to throw a flash grenade, as he's going to cast Sunburst upon just everyone at the back. So brilliant light, sunlight flashes into a 60-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range. Each creature in that light must make a con save. On a failed save, creature takes 12d6 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute. So I'm just going to click that to roll it.
Hey.
50 fucking damage. That's not bad. So that is him targeting the back wall. Just need to check the range on that. 150 feet, so he's well in range. And he basically just targets that back painting, as it kind of looks like, yeah, Ryman just sort of has this ball of light in his hands and he throws it out and it flashes, and we'll see how much damage it does to people. So DC 18 con save. So Oberos, yeah, is going to pass that pretty easily. The Jurist 1 passes with a 19 on the dice. Jurist 2 fails. That guy passes. Oh, that was that natural 20. That guy passes. A Jurist 1 takes 50 points of damage. Jurist 2 takes 25. Oberos takes 25. This guy takes 25, but this guy way over here. So basically people on the right. Oh, and actually that ends up killing the one on the right. So this burst of brilliant, radiant light just... and that legate on the right just burns away, unfortunately. Leaving all these people who are not quite blinded, except for this one on the right over here. Borisov just seems to sit there, literally does not give a shit about the damage. Literally sat there just still. Completely unfazed. And what's rather interesting as well is, as all this happens, you see an almost like shimmering light go around the chair he sat on, the throne he sat on, almost like a shield protecting not Borisov, but the chair. Something weird about the chair, definitely something magical. But that's pretty much going to be Kaiman's turn, is just doing that. Jurists. These jurists are going to fling flame, because they're really, really good at it. So fire and brimstone, 2 fire and brimstone attacks with a range of 120 feet. So this first one here is going to go for, I think, Geary. Yeah, Geary, because Geary's the one who fucking fucked up that legate guy. So that's going to be 5 plus 8. That's a 13 to hit Geary. Don't think that hits. Considering that one missed, he's going to roll again. Fuck's sake, I think that's a 17 to hit Geary. Don't think that hits either.
No.
No. And then the second one is blind. So I'll say he can make a perception check to see if he can maybe hear people to see. But that's a 4. So you see the second jurist just sort of grab flame in his hand and just sort of throw it out, and it just crashes into one of the windows behind. Completely just fucking it, missing it. Then we go to Daviak. Oh my god, big group of people in the middle where it's not you guys' turn. Apologies. Daviak is going to just run 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to... I think he's just going to shoot some people. I think that's what Daviak's going to do.
Oh, anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah, pretty much. It's Daviak's sort of port of call, really. Just start blasting. So, I forgot to make a saving throw for Daviak. With the thing, you need to make a dex save. I'll take 41 points of damage. So, didn't roll it for me. Why didn't that roll it for me? So the first one, 11. Daviak failed that, so he takes 41 points of damage. Oh lord. Then, yeah, Daviak's just going to shoot 2 bow attacks. The first one is going to be against the legate, doesn't hit, but the second one does hit the legate on the stairs for 7 plus 8 radiant damage. 32, 40. Nice. That's going to be Daviak just for the minute. Imps are all dead, so Nevado. Nevado, what you up to as a massive dragon?
Can I roll to get my breath weapon back?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh, I guess I've not got that back.
You do not.
How much movement have I got? I've got 80 flying speed.
Uh-huh.
How far can I get?
Oh, sorry. Imps did have a turn, but I rolled and they both died.
I think I can get to there. 80 foot.
80 feet, huge dragon just on the set of stairs.
Could I attack the fat boy?
I feel like
Uh-huh.
Luke's put a cheat code.
Right, multi attack is one bite, 2 4. Both are plus 12 to hit. So that's not bite. Oh, that's a D10. Apologies.
You want to beat a 16.
So that's 23
Uh-huh.
on the bite, and then shall I roll all the attacks and then do the damage, or should I do the damage one at a time?
Up to you, really.
I'll do it one at a
Right.
time. 2d10 plus 7 for the bite. Let's see what it is. 2 plus.
I was going to ask if you need to do a con save for your true polymorph for the fire damage we just took, but I don't think you can actually fail it.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can.
Plus 11.
Plus 11.
Yeah, so 41.5 would be 20. So, no, you can fail that.
You can fail it, actually. Yeah. So what? We've already started this now. At the end of your turn, roll that con save and see if at the end of this turn you end up becoming normal Nevado.
That's a poor spot for normal.
Right. 4. These follows. Plus 12. Oh, hello. Okay, so they both hit.
Yep, they both hit.
So 2d6 plus 7.
So 4d6 plus 14.
12.
I'm
Both times.
really regretting not using this thing's ability here, but whatever. 12, so 24. So nice. Yeah, you fly down with this thing and a bite. This thing, this like fat sort of devil looks at you, like the way every fucking like political person does whenever anything happens to them in movies. And you just end up biting at its arm and scratching at its chest and completely like tearing open its shirt, and just destroying its whole ensemble. Very much not happy with you. Is that the end of your turn, Nevada? Roll me a Constitution saving throw. You got to beat a 20.
Con save.
You have a 50% chance. A 55% chance of passing this. And it was there, upon those stairs, that Nevado Stone returned
Got fucked up.
to be Nevado Stone. Tell you what, though, pretty good use of shape change. Fucked up everything outside and dealt some pretty hefty damage to a lot of the stuff in here. I'd say that's 9th level spell worthy. Good job. Hope you enjoyed that 9th level spell.
Because I ain't getting another one.
Not necessarily, no.
Not unless you somehow get yourself a long rest in the middle of this combat.
Ooh, I like your thinking. How are you guys to it?
We'll take 5.
5 hours.
Wouldn't everyone just be a little bit better off if we all just took 5 minutes? We'll just grab a cup of coffee. Right, so after your turn, Oberos is actually going to use a legendary action. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he's going to, as a legendary action, I think he's going to use command. That's 2 legendary actions. No, he's gonna use attack, and he's gonna make a fire and brimstone attack against Nevado.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Just way over there. So plus 13.
Seems to be excessive.
So plus 13 to hit. That's 17. So that's a 30 to hit Nevado.
How much?
30. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's gonna be two 2d10. Oh, that's not too bad. So that's 8 plus 6 is 14 fire damage and 8 necrotic damage.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Awesome. So that's just going to be his first legendary action. Then we go back to the beginning of the round, beginning of the initiative. With wouldn't you know it, another layer action. So as Oberos has just flicked that sort of bit of flame out, you watch as around the room, like from outside, the huge creature just begins to go like and actually with that, everyone make a perception check. 23.
Oh.
So, Mittens, you would notice that as this thing outside is sort of saying this thing, you look at Borosov's lips, you just sort of you flick back over, and wordlessly, it's like his mouth is doing the same thing as the creature outside. You hear this like, and you see Borosov's mouth just going like that, but just wordlessly saying it. But with that, in the room, you just begin seeing this sort of coalescing, spinning essence, just this like cloud of screaming and crying. And it is the tormented souls of all of those who've been slain by this creature and all the devils down in the battlefield, spinning and swirling in the air. And they begin to coalesce and morph down into Oberos, into his allies. And the souls of the damned that Oberos's armies have killed swirl about the lair and embolden Oberos. He regains 30 hit points, and each creature allied to him regains 10 hit points. So all of his buddies get back a little more HP, which I'll just sort of do real quick. So you
Which one's Oberos? The
the
guy in
small
the chair or the smaller guy?
No, the guy in the chair, Borisov, Minotaur guy.
Oh,
you
that's
fought.
Borisov. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy over here, Oberos, devil guy you're fighting. So he's fine. He regains 10 HP. Gotcha. Think I've put down everyone's HP where it should be. Awesome. So that's the layer action. Then we go Mittens. Mittens, what would you like to do?
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. I think he's just out of range of that spell. Yeah, he's out of range. But he's out of range. He's out of range of everything. So I am going to hold an action to. No, I'm not going to do that. Actually, I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Okay.
Which is not a concentration thing. It just happens, just in case anything invisible is about or anything happens to go invisible.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, as a bonus,
Interesting.
give Giri another bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But I'm gonna get my command this thing to dash as well, so it can also go up.
No, I'm assuming I remain. I'll go with.
Yeah, I just can't.
Yep. You're on top, so you go with your whatever there.
So we're now like 30 feet in the air as well.
Good. Comes.
30 feet in the air.
Yes.
Okay. How am I supposed to get down?
Well, this is quite high up, and it's just
To be fair, that thing, that set of stairs is very high up. That's like 20 feet up. Well,
So are we
here-
10 feet from the ground then?
so you guys are 30 feet from the ground. This bit here is 10 feet. Then this bit here is an additional 10 feet, so 20 feet. So you guys are above Borisov right now, and you're above all the things at the back there, but not too far above. So
What the fuck?
hold on. Can I amend that slightly? Then I thought it was higher based on the scale.
apologies.
Can I go? That's all right. Can I go to 20 feet, and then I can get
Okay.
5, and then I can get 10 feet closer, which brings Gary
yes.
into jumping range.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, you can. Yes.
We're riding a fucking ballista into the.
Riding a ballista into battle, indeed. Hmm. 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 I'm tempted by a legendary action here. I'm tempted by one.
Oh, is that the time of your go finishing? Your time running out?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I am going to use one. And I think you can tell as you get closer to Oberos, he's an intelligent man. He's been staring at this ballista, staring at Mittens, sort of, and how he's been controlling it. And you can definitely you can tell there's a magical aura about him. He knows his magic. He can tell what's going on here. So he's going to look at Mittens, and he's going to cast. Yeah, he's gonna look at you, and for 2 legendary actions, he's gonna cast nothing. He's gonna use 1 legendary action and use Fire and Brimstone against you. Fuck it. You're not the most armored individual. And that's a 10 on the dice plus 13 is 23.
Yes.
So that is that's very bad on the first. So that's 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And 13 points of necrotic damage.
So 24 total.
24 total, as he just has this sort of small orb of fire in his hands, sort of this thick black smoke, sort of putrid smelling, sort of coming from it, and he just flings it towards you, and it just hits you square in the chest.
Wow.
Next up, we go to the Legate's turn, and as much as you are in range of them, they're also in range of you. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so this one's going to sort of get saddle up to here, and I'm going to have him make an athletics check to jump to the front over here. So that's a 17 plus their strength makes it a 21. So I'd say he's able to use a lot of his movement to jump just at the front of this ballista here. And whilst sort of close to Oberos, you can see it's almost like he's fanatic. He is, whilst within a certain range of Oberos, he is sort of inspired by his leader to push on and fight, do the fight better. So he's going to make these some attacks against you. Plus 3. Yes, so he gains a bonus to his attack rolls with this to attack. That's a natural 1 is a natural 1. Nothing he can do about that.
Is he hitting?
The first one is against Mittens.
Reaction. We'll use the Sentinel feat to attack him.
Oh shit! All right, roll to hit.
Bang. Oh! That's good, but it could have been a crit.
Could have been a crit. Sadly, it's not. But that is still
Still
a hit.
20 damage. I've maxed out damage on a lot of these.
You really have. It's becoming a problem. Cool. So that's the first attack, and so he swings down with his pike, misses, and then obviously in in his like opening to his side. Now Giri comes in and slashes him. Then he just gives you this glare and goes into a slash you now, and that's going to be an 18 to hit you. No, misses. That is unfortunate for him, as he then goes to hit you, but you easily just parry it away. But you do now have a friend on this crossbow with you. This legate here, it's going to go 5, 10, 15. Got to do this. So he's going to go. That one is a 2 on the dice. That I'm assuming misses, but an 18 on the dice plus 7 will, I'm assuming, hit. So that's going to be 10 plus 4 is 14 slashing damage. And how much fire damage again? 14 slashing damage and 10 fire damage. Legate's turn done. Now we are to Giri.
I wonder what I'm going to do. Bang.
33.
18. -5 on this one. 18 hits, isn't it?
18 does hit, yeah.
Those.
Hold on, before you do your next attack, because I've not actually done it with any of these because they've been too fucking dead to be able to do before they can get weak enough. But he's actually going to do it on this next one because they only get it once per day is the thing. But I also need to add up this damage. Hold on, so 18, so that's 65.
So is he doing it as a reaction to that first?
He's doing it as a reaction to your second attack.
All right, let me reroll.
So he's going to use Devilish Charm. When the legate is targeted by an attack, power, spell, or other supernatural effect, creature must make a DC 15 Charisma saving throw. So can you make me a Charisma saving throw, please? DC 15.
Yeah, that was 26, that attack in the end, by the way.
26, that attack in the end, okay.
Charisma saving throw, yeah? 15.
15.
I have an extremely low chance of getting this.
Oh no.
Wait.
5. On a failed save, you are charmed by the legate until the start of its next turn, and the legate chooses a new target. The legate can see for the triggering effect. Target must be within the triggering effect's range. So you roll that next attack. That's a 23. So that does hit Mittens. And Mittens, you take 26 points of damage. Thank you. As Giri goes to...
He's done that as I've attacked him, basically.
Yeah, so as you've attacked him, you can see his eyes have flared with this devilish sort of charm. And you've looked at him and just, for a very brief moment, you think he is like one of your allies. Like to him, he looks like another samurai warrior, another ally of yours. And Mittens, in fact, looks like a devil. And you then turn around and just go down and slash Mittens. With a fucking hefty ass swipe.
Well, I'm making the con saves on this concentration very well, but I'm not doing so good anymore.
Ryman just gives you a very sort of good salute. Not the fucking Heil Hitler thing that I did. Right, so that's its reaction. But you still get the rest of your attacks.
Am I still charmed, though?
You are charmed by him, however. So you are friendly to him. Bear in mind, you're friendly to him and him alone.
Yeah. So you're saying I can't attack him?
Would you attack a friend?
Yes. I mean, you've played with me before. I literally just have.
That is true. Yeah, I will say this. He is friendly to you and you are in a combat situation. Whatever you want to do is up to you.
Well, I mean, is there not any wording in the spell that makes it clear on whether I can or cannot attack him?
Well, this is the annoying thing about the charmed editions. Charmed condition. So, charmed. Oh yes, I think it does say you can't attack the charmer. So a charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. So you can't attack him.
Okay,
You think of him as a friend.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna use my final 2 attacks on this guy.
Yeah, this fat guy just turns around. Who the hells? What are you doing? As you turn around and begin to attack him.
We'll do one just as a tester. Oh god, 16.
16 does actually just hit this guy.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't take a -5 on that. Reroll that 1. So that's 15 damage on that.
15 damage on that. Alrighty.
And then final attack. Oh, I backed myself with a -5. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Reroll one of them. That's a 5. So I'll add 16 there.
16 there. So nice. Yeah, 2 sort of heavy slashes down the middle of this thing's gut. He just, you did. He's not a happy bunny. As you just slashed at his massive gut, and he's just trying with his hands to push his shirt back together. Cool.
I think I've still got my bonus action. Yeah, I'll try. I'll use my bonus action to do that one more time. Turn invisible. Sorry.
One more time. Cool. Yeah, and you turn invisible. Sweet.
And I'll just move 1 step to the left to try and fuck with him.
Right. Next up is Oberos's turn. I just need to look up something here. Just as a quick little thing. So 3 bolts and leap on target. As many as 3 other targets must be 30 feet of the first target. So, for example, if you were to use that 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Fuck, just out of range. Yes, we will take a drinks break. Actually, yeah, we'll tell you what, we'll do that now. We'll do that now before Oberos's turn, and then we'll get to his turn in a minute. But yes. let's fucking get back into this. So it is Oberos's turn, and you'd think over the break I'd thought what he was going to do, but actually Chantel was telling me about the escape room she was in, and it sounded pretty cool. So
Did
on
she
his
escape?
turn, she did escape. Yes. Well, technically, no.
Hence the fact that she's back now with you.
Well, yes,
and
obviously.
not still there.
It was basically, long story short, it was the space themed one, and at the very end, it was the space it was basically a rip off of Alien. There were some aliens on there, and they were all and one of them got infected by it. They didn't know which one it was at the end, and they sort of all got into an escape pod, and they didn't know which one was infected. One person basically had to stay behind, and that one person was given a choice: either let them escape, and maybe the world dies if they've got the wrong person out, or you can press a button and blow up their ship and kill everyone. And this person didn't even give a fuck. He just ran over and pressed the button, blew up their ship at the end. But they did all the
scenario.
But they did do all their puzzles. Well, they did all their puzzles, and it was all great. And yeah, bit of a weird scenario at the end there, but
It's kind
whatever.
Of like, okay,
Maybe
the aliens make it to Earth, or everyone dies. There's no winning if you're not the alien.
Well, I think they could have figured out which one of them was infected and kept that person behind on the ship so that everyone else gets back and they don't, and they die. I don't know. But in any case, that's not what we're talking about here.
Interesting concept.
Yeah, very interesting concept. And what Obros is going to do is he's going to use a little ability called Diabolic Deposition, because I feel like it's time. So he chooses a creature within 60 feet of him, and he's going to choose Giri. Giri's right there. And that creature must succeed on a DC 21 Wisdom saving throw.
Does he have to see the creature?
Fuck, he does have to see the creature. Never mind.
Cheeky bit of a rules lawyer.
In which case, he chooses the guy on like 20-something HP. Mittens. Mittens, can you make me a DC 21 Wisdom saving throw, please?
You're really good at these, aren't you?
Can he see me? I'm stood behind this legate or whatever it's called.
He can see you. He can see us.
Of course he can. I'm a beautiful, flamboyant lion man.
Indeed.
Well, we're going to have to revive you again.
The answer is no. I can't make a DC 121 saving throw because I've got a -1.
Ah, you know what? Roll it for me anyway, and if you roll in that 20, I might let you have it.
Nope.
Nope. Right. So, JJ, you have a choice with this Diabolic Deposition.
Oh, good.
Either, basically, like in your mind, in this brief moment, a contract falls before you, and you hear Oberos's mind in the back of your head. Let's make a deal.
Don't sign it.
And you can either take a bunch of damage or be dazed for 1 minute. Save ends at the end of your turn, you can make a saving throw to try and get out of it. So either take some damage or be dazed.
Is it a wisdom save every round?
Oh yeah.
I wonder. Hit me with your best shot.
Hit you with the best shot. All right.
I'm guessing it's just
no. This is an ability.
It's an ability.
Right. So I'm really sorry about this. This is.
I'm gonna be out for a little bit.
I'm really sorry about this. This is gonna seem like such overkill. So 1, 3. Oh fuck!
Well,
never mind. It's not overkill with these dice rolls.
Well, as
4.
long as it's not over 177.
9.
All right.
14. 15. 19. 25. So you take 25 points of fire damage plus 25 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I thought you were going to stop at 25.
No.
Yeah, that does me.
And Mittens falls. You'll watch as Mittens sort of, in his mind, remember you are resistant to psychic damage.
Yeah, no, I've got 28.
Right. So yeah, you in Mittens' mind, you hear him like grip his head for a brief second and sort of scream out, and then you see from his from his head down, his body's just wreathed in fire momentarily, and Mittens drops.
That does mean I also fall 20 feet.
That does mean you fall 20 feet, so your ballista falls 20 feet.
If it's anything like last time, Ben will kill him and then keep hitting his dead body.
Just to make sure.
No, if it's anything like last time, I'll hit you, and then I'll hit you again, and then I'll hit you again, and then I'll say, "Oh wait, no, you are dead," and make one really climactic moment, a massive anticlimax.
Bludgeoning
that's
is
an
cool.
automatic fail, isn't it?
Yes, you fall 20 feet and land on this ballista, and that is an automatic fail as your
On the
body
bright
just sort of
side, the legate
slumps.
also fall.
He does also fall.
So my heroic sacrifice is going to deal like 7 damage to this
Roll,
guy.
yeah, roll 2d6 damage.
7 damage.
This
Take it
could
easy.
be big.
9.
Could be big. 9. You know what's really funny about that? That does him in.
Yes. 13-1.
This legate falls, and you watch as he falls, but one of his legs is like fully straight. Like, he's got really, really bad thing. So as he lands, the leg just snaps backwards, and he screams and cries out in pain before just going unconscious. And with all of his previous wounds from Giri, you imagine he'll bleed out soon.
JJ, have you
yes.
forgotten about your small crossbow?
That's outside somewhere.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think that one was like mounted, so it could turn, but it couldn't move.
all right.
I did add its token down the bottom. I thought you were bringing it in. Yeah, down the very bottom.
Not see that.
Anyway,
Patiently waiting.
well, now it's just dropped to the ground and fallen. But Mittens is unfortunately down, and one death save.
Garce with him.
He did take a legate with him. To be fair,
If we let him die, we could bring him back as a. We could bring him back as a green alien again.
So she wakes up and goes, "Not again." I'll just go make another deal with the devil to transform into us.
But we just have to kill the devil.
Yeah, we can't kill him because we need him.
So,
knock him out, take him with us, revive him.
As Oberos's bonus action, he's going to use Devil's Guile on. No, he's not, because you're fucking invisible. So, in which case, he's just going to, I don't know, move back over here a little bit. Pretty pleased with himself. He's very happy with that. And that's going to be his turn. Next up is Ryman. Oh boy, can Ryman get over to you? Hold on, I need to check a spell, because maybe you won't be dead for too long. Within range. Oh boy, JJ, don't worry, you're not dead yet, because Ryman's going to do a heal. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 50. Boom. Ryman points over in your direction. Just, no, get up, Lion Man. And he casts heal upon you. And you regain 70 hit points just immediately. Actually, he can only cast it at 7th level because Ryan used both his 6th level spell slots. So you gain 80 hit points. So you, yeah, you suddenly just jolt back awake. A screaming legate on the floor with his leg fucking broken, and your crossbow's on the ground. But hey, you're back. Nice. With that, we go to the jurists, and this jurist is going to reach his big fat meaty hand out to Giri and say, "Get back!" And in his hand almost just appears like a big fiery claw, and he just swipes it down towards Giri in an attempt to try and actually he's gonna
move squares, remember.
Oh, do you have move squares? Yeah, I'll tell you what then. As his bonus action, he's going to make I keep forgetting you're invisible. I'm sorry. He's going to make a perception check to see if he can try and sniff out where you are. But with a 2, I don't think he really can. So he does get to make 2 of these attacks. So his first attack, he's just going to swipe at the air, thinking you're where you were misses. You go, "Oh, the hell's be done?" And he turns around and looks over at Nevado and is just going to shoot Nevado.
For why?
Because he can't see Geary. He rolled a 2 on his perception check, so part of him just thinks, "Ha, Geary fucked off."
He's going to see me in a sec. That's a promise.
He is, and that's against you, Nevado, going to be a 26 to hit.
I mean, I don't know why you're asking.
I'm not really asking. I'm just informing you instead of just saying, "Oh, you take a bunch of damage."
That's very
all.
nice.
I'm a nice guy. Swear down. Right, so it's gonna be 5 plus 8, 2. So that's 10 plus 3. That's 13 points of fire damage. With this fire and brimstone attack as he just flicks a firebolt towards you. And he doesn't get that ability with that, no, because he doesn't have advantage on the attack roll. So that's going to be that one. But there is another one right next to you who, if he moves just a little bit with his tiny little wings flapping in the air, you see he doesn't actually walk. His wings flap in the air and makes him sort of hover on the ground. So now he does have advantage against you. And I lost my d20. And he's going to make an attack roll with advantage. Thank God for the advantage. Nope, that's a 1 and a 2, baby. First attack misses. Second attack... Oh, the second attack, that is an 18, so it's 25 to hit. So now that he has advantage, you take another 13 points of fire damage. And can you roll me a Constitution saving throw? DC is 15.
Right. Wee.
Nicely done. This fire... It hits you, this like fiery claw that he has swipes down, and you feel it burn hotter than anything before, almost like it's going to severely brand you and scar you. But you manage to sort of resist that pain and resist that sort of burning through your skin, and it doesn't. The wound doesn't fester, and you manage to keep your form. Good boy. Then Daviak. Daviak is gonna... Daviak got up his fucking sleeve. Daviak also the Spirit Guardians, but I feel like that's a bit disappointing. Daviak's going to... he's gonna save that for something. Actually, no, he's not. Fuck that. Daviak's casting a holy weapon on his bow. Fuck this shit. Yeah, Daviak casts holy weapon on his bow as a bonus action. Don't know why he hasn't done this before. So now each of his attacks deal an additional 2d8 radiant damage. And he's just going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to start getting in the mixer. And he's just going to start putting a bit of damage into the old Oberos over there. So 2 attacks. 24, 23, both of them hit. So that's going to be 13, 26, 34 plus, because both of them hit, that's 4d8. 34, 44, 52. 52 damage to Oberos. Pretty good with 2 attacks. Yeah, against Oberos. So you see just Daviak pull out his bow, and from way down here, just thunk, thunk. And these 2 arrows that, as they fly through the air, they sort of shine with radiant energy, smack into Oberos's side. And he just, I hate paladins. As he looks down, he's very much not happy. That finally is going to be the end of my chat and shit, and we go to... No, it's not. Oberos is going to use a legendary action to look. Yeah, he's going to make an attack against Daviak real quick, because fuck you, Daviak. That does hit. Pardon me, just rolling this damage. 11, Oh god, that's 20 points of damage to Daviak. Cool. That's his second legendary action gone. Now Nevado. What you gonna do, Nevado?
I am going to summon
I'm scared.
some waspy boys ×3. So they are half challenge rating. So 8 ×3 is 24.
8 times 3
8
is...
24.
Yes, I believe that is 20. Yeah, 8 times 3 is 24. Fuck me.
So 24. What's place? Big ones, not little ones. Big ones.
Not little uns. Big uns. Okay, I'll tell you what you can have. I do have a... Because the tokens on Roll20 got sort of reset a bit, so the old tokens that I used to use for you aren't very good. But what you can have is... let me just check. Yeah, you can use this token for now for your thing. Let's just let it upload a second. See, 24. So how do we do 24? I mean, are you happy to just control 24 of these things, or should we put them into
I think
like,
it'd be easier to
groups
do.
of 4?
Yeah, if we do it in like clusters.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll be 6 groups of 4. And how big is a moth? How big is a giant wasp? Medium.
They are medium, yeah.
Medium, right? So we're gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, actually no. I'm gonna delete these because I need to set it up so that you can back and use them. Controlled by. You know what I said we were gonna get this done this session. I love it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. So there's 6 of the fuckers. Can you control all of them?
Yes.
Awesome. Move them where you like. They are groups of big moths and big moths. Why am I saying moths?
Maybe I should just summon moths.
Nah, moths are shit. And a giant wasp, I believe, only has 1 attack.
Yes.
Wasp, awesome. So you only need to roll 4 attacks. We're not having a bear debacle where they all get fucking 2 attacks and it's crazy. Just 1 attack and it's all lovely. Right. Brilliant. Been summoned around there.
So they've got +4 to hit on their attack.
+4 to hit. They need a 16, so you need to roll a bunch of d20s and then any above a 12 hit. Wait, depending on who you're hitting. If they're hitting these guys, it's 17. If they're hitting these guys, it's 16.
Start with the foot boys on the right. This one here, please.
Start with the fat boys, right? So that's what, like 8. Just roll like 8 d20.
Okay. 8, 20.
Right, so any
4.
above 12 hit.
So is it 2?
2 of them hit. No, they made this sex number. So I know. So 2 of them hit. So roll the damage for those 2.
So
It
it's
needs to
1d6 plus 2.
1d6 plus 2. So yeah.
So it's 4 each. It's 8. But then there's also the poison damage of 3d6.
Cool.
Alrighty. If he fails a saving throw.
Yeah. 11.
So the first one is a pass, but the second one is a fail.
Okay. 15.
So 15 points of damage. That is halved because he is devil. He does have resistance to poison damage. So 15 halved to 7. Still a bit of damage though. Still a bit of damage. Right. That's the first set of 2. Do you want to do the next set of 2 against the other fat boy?
Yes, I will.
Alrighty. Roll 8d20. Ooh, a little bit better there.
3.
With 3 hits. So roll 3d6 plus 6 for the piercing damage.
6.
11 plus 6 is 17. Nice. That's 17. 8, 8, 8. And then he needs to make 3 con saves. That's a fail. That's a fail. And that's a fail. 3 fucking fails. Piece of shit. So roll
9d6.
9d6.
24.
24 halved to 12. Goddamn. And finally, these 2 down here need to roll 11. They need to roll 11 to hit. So roll me 8d20 again, and 11 and above hits this guy.
Ooh.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits against this guy. Okay. So
6. D6, am I right?
1, 2,
No,
3,
sorry,
4.
46.
So 46 plus
Wow.
8.
Nice.
18. That's pretty good. So 18 plus 8 is 26. And then he needs to make 4 con saves. That's a... Oh, I need to check his stat block. Con saving throws is just plus 4. So that's 14. So that does pass. 2 passes. 1 fail. 3 passes. So 3 passes, 1 fail.
Okay,
So
just 1d6.
so just 3d6.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Yeah, one set of 3d6. He's also resistant to to poison damage, being
Just 3.
devil. Just 3. But yeah, you all begin to hear the familiar sound of just zzz, and these wasps fly out and just begin just stabbing at these creatures, and all of the sort of devils are going, oh, what manner of magic is this? Keep them away! Away! Shoot! As they're just beginning to get stabbed by all these
It's the imagining
many wasps. These many wasps.
Spray.
Is it wild shape? Is that free action or is it an action?
No, wild shape for you is an action.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was going to say it'd be pretty OP if it was.
It would be pretty OP. Right, back to the beginning of the round and the final set of layer actions before we go back again. You begin to hear a noise, this gluttural sound of just as the infernal leviathan almost begins speaking in an infernal tongue, and these words, it just feels like dark magic just rupturing the area. And once again, Mittens, with a very high passive perception, you would be able to see that Borisov's mouth is almost mimicking these words that they're being said. Can everyone make me a DC 16 wisdom saving throw? Sorry, Constitution saving throw. Not wisdom,
my bad.
Constitution.
Ooh, fuck, still failed.
DC what, sorry?
16.
I'll use my Indomitable. Take it again.
You still have an inspiration as well.
Oh yeah, you keep giving them to me. So I've got plus 11. If I fail this again, I'm going to be annoyed. Okay.
Right, so for those of you who failed, you take 4, 10. Oh god, that's pretty good. 3d6. So 15 points of thunder damage. And you are dazed until the end of your next turn. Dazed means you can only take an action, a bonus action, or move. You can only do one of those 3. Action, bonus action, move. That is it. So that's for your next turn. Action, bonus action, move. That is only applied to Nevado and Mittens. Everyone else succeeded, and you take half damage. So 15 halved is 7. So Ryman and Daviak and Giri take 7. Awesome. And first up, we have Mittens.
Ooh, do I need to make
No,
a
you
con
ruined all my
save for my spell?
You do need to make a con save for your spell. So roll a just quick con save.
Please.
You only need to roll 10. Please.
Oh, you
Lord.
son of a king!
Do you have some sort of advantage on it?
I don't think so.
Do you have any inspiration?
Do you have any inspiration?
I have oh, does Nevada have inspiration? I mean,
Well, I
does
feel like
have inspiration?
I believe no. At the end of last session, I did give everyone inspiration. I put that
Then
in
I
the
have an
chat.
inspiration point. And I'm using that if I can.
So if you'd like to use that to roll that again, you can.
Oh, thank God!
I do.
Oh my God!
No, it's actually it's a glitch. Roll it again.
It's not possible. What are the odds? Someone tell me.
1 in 400.
Hold on. What did I? 1 in 400. Hold on. I'm checking the chat. Did I? How many did I? Hold on. She was arisen. Hold on. Let me fucking go back. Two
Can I
fucking
try
weeks.
the parameters? 'Cause he's got.
Funny LP, an inspiration point to go to the final fight with, right? So unfortunately, that is your inspiration point. Done.
Okay,
I'm
so delete all the
I'm
options.
afraid. So sorry. Come on, with 2 natural ones, that's the game saying no. I can't take I can't take all these wasps, man. Right. Okay, Mittens, it is now your turn.
Okay, can I see Oberos from this position?
I would say yes, you can just about see the top of him, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull out the bagpipes, start playing a musical ditty of some kind, and you watch. It's just so alluring. You watch as Oremus tries to resist, but slowly a foot starts tapping. Then the hips start wiggling, and he's dancing uncontrollably. It's irresistible.
Um,
I cast Otto's Irresistible Dance.
put Otto's irresistible dance in the chat
If
for
he's
me.
immune to being charmed, it doesn't work. If that's what you're thinking.
Unfortunately, Otto's irresistible. You begin playing, and you're so used to people dancing to this jig. It's your favorite jig, but unfortunately, the charmer himself, the devil who charms, cannot himself be charmed. He's immune to the charmed condition.
God
I'm
damn it.
afraid. Looking back though, you see Ryman tapping his feet.
That-
He's loving it.
I appreciate the support. I've never had a performance go this wrong. Except for that
Performance
one
issues.
time, but I don't talk to that girl anymore.
Right. That's your action. You did fail, so that's
That's
it.
me done.
Unfortunately, that is you done. After your turn, it is the Legati's turn. I'm going to pronounce it different every time.
Like you
Just to throw you all off. I like Legatis. That feels very Roman. That feels cool.
Ligatio.
Better than legates. Sounds like a French person saying gates. Right. So attacking
Yes.
Nevado. First attack on Nevado with advantage
Fuck off.
is 16
Hits.
hits. Oh god. And yeah, that one hits too for 16 hits. So 27. So that's going to be 2 hits. So that's dun 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 dun. It's going to be 1d10 plus, well, technically 6d10 then, if it's 3, 4. So 12, 24, 31, 32, 33. Overall, just all in all, you take 33 points of damage.
Okay.
I won't bother divvying it up between the piercing and the fire. You don't have resistance to any of those. And he's going to use focused hate. So the target has disadvantage on attack rolls made against creatures other than the Legate until the end of the Legate's next turn. So you have disadvantage on any attack rolls you make unless it's against him.
What fucking incel.
That's a new one. That's a new one. Some of my monsters. But that's going to be it. Geary, it is now your turn. You are invisible.
Yes, and I become invisible, and I just poise my sword and go, "All right, big boy," and then bonus action will do a fighting spirit.
Well, you have advantage on your first attack roll anyway. No, you don't because you no because you become invisible and start your
Don't
next
you worry
turn.
there. I'll give myself advantage.
You just give yourself advantage because
I'll take a
samurai's balanced.
5 on this one. 25?
25.
29 damage.
Do you mean 21 for 29 damage?
I've got advantage.
Oh yeah, shit. Well, yeah, that fucking kills him. You just you swing around with the sword and just slash open this huge slash in his gullet, and just what you think is gonna be like fat and blood pours out, but it almost just looks like thick lava. Almost just pours from his gut, and he just falls to the side. Dead. You'd have to kind of step over his body. It's rather large.
Then I'm going to come up here and attack Obros.
Okay.
So with
Hold
advantage.
on there, chum. Yeah, okay.
I should have said I was taking a -5 there because I've got advantage.
That's fine. Yeah, that hits.
30 damage.
30 damage.
I've got another 2. I'll take -5.
Okie dokie. There we go. Now I have slightly edited your sword so that it's not as absolutely game breaking as before.
That's rude.
Still the same sort of concept. So roll to hit to see just normal, no advantage or anything. 25. So you do get a perfect strike. So roll. I believe I changed it to d8s. So it's 15 plus 10 plus 10. So that's 35 from one hit.
48.
Yeah, 48.
57.
57. 50 fucking 7. Okay, so that's. Yeah, and this second attack just slashes across his face and his nose, leaving just this permanent scar straight across his face. You still have one attack left.
I think you mean I have 5 attacks left then.
Oh, really, Sam? Oh, really?
Yeah. That's -5 against the 20. Does 20 hit?
20. Let me check. 20 does hit, yeah.
Okay. 27 damage.
27 damage, okay. Give me a second. Okay.
And then action surge.
Okay.
So I get -5 on all these. 22.
22 does hit, yeah.
I'll reroll both those. That's 2 to 1. So that's 5 plus 5. Oh, why have I just lost those 2 maths? That's 12, I think. No, 13. 23.
23.
Second attack. 26. That hits.
26 hits.
I'll reroll both of those. So 2s. Oh, one more. 13. 23 damage there.
23 damage there. Hold on. 2. And then plus 20 is 2. 1, 2. Right, yep.
Then third attack, 25.
Yep.
Reroll that 1. Still a 1. 22 damage.
22 damage. Right.
And then final attack if he's not dead.
Not dead.
19.
19 does just hit, yeah.
Okay. 24 damage.
24 damage. You done now. You got that out of your system.
That was I've been waiting for that.
Good. Good now. So you run up to Oberos. Just describe for me the fucking chaos that happens there as you
Well,
unleash.
Not overly happy that he tried to kill Mittens, so it's just your fury. As quick as he can, trying to chop the living shit out of him.
Yeah, he looks fairly. He does look a little rough. So you've slashed and things sort of all over him. His sort of his shirt's come untucked. His blazer has like a large rip in it now. His waistcoat's come sort of undone. The wig he has on his head has sort of come skew-iff a little bit. But still, you find him. He's still somehow incredibly handsome. But now he's a rugged look to him. It's very, very strange, but he just sort of looks in. Oh yes, the sun. As he just glares very sort of excitedly in your direction.
How do you look?
He's looking. You would usually think he's looking pretty rough, but the fact that he's smiling at you is certainly somewhat discomforting, maybe. He's going to use his last legendary action to I think he's going to teleport. Yeah, he's going to teleport. He's going to teleport over here. So he uses legendary action, and you can see just a swirl of fire envelops him, and he ends up over there within 60 feet.
I don't get an attack opportunity, do I?
No, not with teleporting. No. But then it does come to his turn, and on his turn, he is going to. I'm going to roll for Diabolic Disposition to see if he can get that back. It's a 2, doesn't get it back. So instead, he's going to go for some spellage, and he's going to go for good old fucking yeah, he's going to point towards you, Giri, and you can see he casts a spell. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? And Mittens as well. He's going to cast this on Mittens as well.
I'll use one last Indomitable
What's he
try and.
He's pointing towards you, and you're a magical guy, 20th level magical guy. You can tell he's beginning to cast a spell.
I would like to counter spell.
Okie dokie.
7th level.
Nothing happens.
As in, I successfully countered the spell?
As in, you successfully feel like the magic dissipates and his spell is gone. He was trying to cast Hold Person on the both of you. But there we go. That being his turn, he's going to use a bonus action, Beguile, and he's going to once again use that on. He's going to now, because Giri's fucking visible finally, he's going to use that on Giri. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? Or move up to his speed. Move up to your speed, and then I'll explain what happens after that.
All right, go.
So he's going to. Basically, you become charmed by him for the purposes of just this. Unlike the other one where it's until your next turn, now it's just for this thing. You become charmed by him, and you can just hear him in your mind saying, "Go over there," and you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, you can't quite make it to Mittens. So in which case he then says, "Good, now lie down," and you fall prone. So you move up to your speed and go prone. That is what he asks you to do in that. That's his bonus action. So you're now
Okay.
prone. That is it. That is his turn. Then we go to Ryman. Ryman is feeling like he hasn't really done much this whole fight other than heal. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He did also cast Sunburst, to be fair to the boy. But he's going to look towards the thing that's been fucking up Nevado, and he's going to try and throw ranged attack. I mean, actually, how are people looking? Anyone looking particularly bad?
A little over 50%.
I'd rather he did some damage into deals.
So about 200.
You'd rather he did some damage. Okay. So Ryman is going to look towards the Legate next to Nevado, and he's going to throw a guiding bolt at. I'm gonna fucking call it now. He's gonna do it at 3rd level, because why the fuck not? So guiding bolt, and a 23 does hit. So at 3rd level, that's going to be crap. 16 points of damage against this guy. So it's going to be yeah, and this bolt of energy just blasts into this guy's back. Next attack roll against this Legate has advantage. And as a bonus action, he's going to... Does he have like Healing Word or something? I feel like Ryman should have Healing Word. He does have Healing Word. He's going to look towards Nevado, and he's going to give you a... No, he's not, because he can't cast 2 spells on 1 turn. So he's going to do fuck all. He's going to do nothing. Then we have the Jurists. Or Jurist, rather. There's only one. And he's going to just, be sort of flying around, and he's going to try and just swipe at Nevado. Twice, so that's 14 to hit.
Misses.
Nice attack is a 24 to hit, so that one actually does hit. Oh wait, he has advantage on these because of the thing, so we'll say that's 1 hit, and second attack roll does a 17 hit.
Hits.
Hits, right. So that's going to be 8. Oh no, 3d8. So it's 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 4 is 17. So that's 17 fire damage on the first hit. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
DC 15. Nice. And can you make another one as well? Because you have to make another one for the second hit. But on the second hit... 16 damage on the second hit. And you gain a festering wound. So until you receive any magical healing, or you take an action to make a medicine check, you are going to take 1d8 fire damage at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah. How much damage was that total? 16 plus.
So that was 16 plus. Oh god, it was 14. So 18. So 16 plus 18.
Okay.
That's going to be his turn. As you feel the first wound, you shrug off this fire, but the second time, the fire just burns a little too deep, more than skin deep, and you can feel it in your muscles and the sinew of your body, and it's just going to keep burning and burning and burning. Then finally, I think we finally get to Daviak. We do finally get to Daviak, and Daviak's going to look towards the the Legate next to Nevado, because he's got advantage on that attack roll. And he still has Holy Weapon up. So, with advantage, 28 does hit. That plus 2d8. So that's 14, 20 points to the Legati. And second shot Second shot into Oberos or second shot into the... He'll do the same guy. He'll do the same guy. Try and get Nevado out of there a little bit. It's 15 plus... So 19 points of damage. And with that, this Legati takes just this shot through the side of the head and just slumps down before you, Nevado, dead. Oberos looks pretty pissed off that a lot of his allies are dying now. He's beginning to look very, very annoyed. But next up, I believe, is Nevado. Just let me check if Daviak has got any bonus actions he can use. I don't think he does, but... Nope, that's pretty much it. Nevado. Oh, at the beginning of your turn, you take 5 points of fire damage from your festering wound.
I would like to cast Polymorph.
Polymorph?
And turn into a giant ape.
Giant fucking ape, Black.
Um,
This guy gets shunted back a little bit.
I can't attack, right?
No, it is your action to do so.
Can I grapple? Or is that an action as well?
Yeah, grappling's an action, unfortunately, yeah.
Alright, fine. Then I think I'll just stay with it for now.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Oberos is going to use 2 legendary actions to look at 3 of you there. Yeah, he's only gonna go and do it. He's gonna look at the 3 of you there. He points at 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Yeah, he points at Daviak, and he's gonna force Daviak to make a dexterity saving throw as a bolt of lightning leaps from his hand. Daviak passes. Fucking boy. That is gonna be 10d8 as he casts chain lightning. I'm not rolling 10d8 individually. I'm going to roll it on my dice roller app because I can't be fucked. That's 10d8. That's 43 points of damage to Daviak halved. But then as this bolt of lightning leaps to 3 other creatures, that includes Ryman, that includes Mittens, and that includes Geary, because they're all within 30 feet of Daviak. Can everyone else make me a dexterity saving throw as this lightning goes out towards everyone? It's DC 21. I'm just going to say you're all going to take the same amount of damage.
I use my Bardic Inspiration on this.
It's a saving throw, yeah?
Yeah?
D12, yeah?
D12, yeah.
Yep.
That was legitness.
You also gain 11 temp HP.
What? You can't stack 10 HP, can you?
No.
So if I got 15 from my ability, I can't 11 on top.
Yeah, no, you'd stay at 15.
Right,
do
so
I get that
anyone-
11? Because I'm still going to take some damage.
Anyone who fails takes 21 points of lightning damage.
Anyone who passes, you mean?
Sorry, yes. Anyone who passes takes 21 points of lightning damage. Anyone who fails takes 43, but you all passed. To Oberos's annoyance. But that's going to be 2 of his legendary actions there, as he is sort of like leaning up against the side of the banister there, just a little bit. Awesome. Then we go to Mittens.
Okay. and
Oh, sorry, we'd
two-
go to the layer action, and the layer action is just he gets to move people where they want to go, but no one's left to move. So, Mittens.
Okay. So, uh, the spell True Polymorph doesn't have the same requirement
Hmm.
as Polymorph that you have to have seen it, the creature you want to transform into. So I'm hoping there's some wiggle room. How much would I know about celestial beings as Mittens? Who
Oh,
has
loads.
not
I'd say-
particularly
I'd say
religious
500
figure
loads.
throughout his life.
He's not been a very religious figure throughout his life. I would say that Mittens would probably know about as much as a lot of other people, but I'll allow you as a 20th level character to yeah, maybe be able to transform into. I'm assuming you want to go into like a planetar.
That's what I'm
Um,
hoping for, yes.
Okay, I would say. Oh, am I going to allow it? Yeah, Mittens is a
Can I-
bard. Bards are creatures of, they travel around, tell stories, be they religious or not. Um, and they're constantly hearing stories, telling stories. You're constantly looking around, finding new muses for creation. I could imagine that you, every now and again, would have heard of Planetar. Actually, you definitely would have heard of a Planetar because Raziel was a Planetar.
Oh, perfect.
He stuck his sword so deep in you. You definitely know who he was.
A piece of him
You-
lives within me.
Yes, he was a fallen planetar back in the
Okay.
day.
Sweet. Then yes, I would like to cast True Polymorph and become
Alrighty,
a Planetar.
fantastic.
They are a large creature.
They're a large creature. So tell me what you imagine you look like as a planetar as you transform.
So, in the monster manual, a Planetar is, funnily enough, basically a Mr. Manhattan but green skin with like white feathered angel wings.
Yeah, look it up.
Um,
They're pretty metal.
so Mittens is sort of rather. I imagine like some of the lean-in remains in the form of, rather than being like a completely bald and like hairless, he's like almost like the barbarian version of a Planetar. So like covered in sort of like hair and has this long sort of like grizzled like if you described a person as having like a grizzled mane of hair and that sort of thing, so it's sort of long and pulled back.
I like it.
Yeah, and there's maybe a bit more sort of like yellowish golden tint to the wings rather than being pure white.
I like it. Nice.
But that is my action.
That is your action. Right. Then we go to the legates, who are all dead. So I can actually probably start crossing people off the list. Nice. And then we go to Geary. Geary, you are prone. So you need to use half your movement to stand up.
Yep.
And then you have 15 feet of movement left.
Nice. And in here, then I do. I'll eat a javelin or a sauce.
Pardon, sorry, I couldn't quite hear
I'll
that. You cut up a
eat-
little bit.
I'll eat a javelin or a sauce.
Yeah, javelin and Borisov. All right, roll to hit for a javelin. Yeah, 27. 27 definitely hits a Borisov's lying there. Javelin thumps into his shoulder, and he just sort of slightly leans over in his chair, but then sits back up as if he doesn't have a javelin sticking out of his shoulder.
Got another javelin home.
Go for it. Oh, double crit.
That's good until you realise it's a javelin.
Yeah, not amazing, but not awful.
I think he's taking any of this damage.
Yeah, you certainly can see his body taking damage. You see the stitched skin coming apart. It just doesn't look like he feels it.
Alright. I'll throw another javelin at him then. In it?
You would have advantage. He's not aggressive at all. 20. So a 21 definitely would hit. Yeah.
And then one final javelin. If you did that. 30.
30 hits for the javelin. Yeah.
Piercing damage.
Yeah. You lob all these javelins at Borisov, and they just just like hammer all over him. And though he's bloody and though his body's wrecked and ruined, he's still just sat there, maybe now wheezing a bit, but still just sat there. Please. Like eyes rolled to the back of his skull kind of thing. Awesome. If that is you, then we go to Oberos himself. Oberos himself is going to roll to see if he gets a diabolic disposition back. He rolled a 2, so he doesn't get it back. That's annoying. In which case, he's going to look around at everyone, and he can cast Scorching Ray at that level, or he can make some whip attacks. Now, he knows of polymorph. He knows you've turned into a big thing. So hitting you is a bit weird at the minute, bit annoying. There's Daviak there. He could go after him. Does he feel like it? I don't know. So I'll tell you what he's going to do. I'll tell you exactly what he's going to do. And I just need to really, really quickly look up the spells to make sure he can do it. So that bit's 10 feet. Yeah, that bit's 10 feet and that bit's 20 feet. That he can actually do this. So he's going to point over at some of you guys, and you can see on the tip of his finger like a little candle light sort of glows, and then he just points a line across the air, and in the air suddenly a line or a wall of fire is going to appear in a thing, and it's going to go from there. I think, what's the range? How long can the fire be? 20 feet high, 1 foot thick, 20 feet, 60 feet long. Right, so from there to 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 45, 50, 55, 60. So from there to there, basically, this line is going to be, and he's going to have the fire facing, he's actually going to have it pull back there, and he's going to have the fire obviously facing forward, so all of you guys are going to take the damage. The damage, does it say you take the damage when the wall appears? Each creature within its area must make a dex save or take some fire damage. So can everybody, I believe, except for Nevado, make me another dexterity saving throw? Okay. So Geary, well, obviously Ryman is immune. Daviak's going to take the full, so everyone takes 21 points of fire damage except for Mittens, who takes half. And Ryman, who takes nothing. So just large wall of flame burns up all around you. And then as his bonus action, he's going to look at Mittens as a planetar. Can you make me a DC 21 wisdom saving throw? Actually, never mind. You're immune to charmed while as a planetar. So he tries to do this, and it just
That is
fails.
also true.
That is the end of his turn, but he's looking very, very cross. Really, really just quite cross. Ryman's just sat there in the toasty fire. Is going to step out. 5, 10, 15. How actually you can see the Daviak's looking pretty rough, so he does feel bad because Daviak is on 29 HP, so he's going to run up and he's going to heal Daviak using a 7th level spell, so Daviak will get 80 hit points back. Good on Kaiman. That's his turn. Then we go to Jurist. Jurist is still on the other side of Nivaid, and kind of looks, what kind of being is this? No matter. And he's just going to try and swipe at you again. Doesn't have advantage this time. So no damages, but that is going to be a 19 on the first attack and 9 on the second attack. So I'm assuming the first attack hits.
First attack hits.
So that's going to be 1 plus 6 is 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 points of fire damage as he summons this fiery claw again. Back, foul creature! Just as he slashes you.
I don't seem to be able to control my character at the minute.
That's
Since
very
you enlarged
strange.
it.
Oh, well, that's rather odd. Let me just correct that for you. There you go. You should be able to control it now.
So, how much damage, sorry? 7.
Fuck, how much was it? 16. 16.
Okay.
We'll finish out the round, I think, and then we should be good for this week. Daviak up next, and Daviak is going to now fully healed and happy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
What's the save?
Con save, and you've passed. You've passed
Okay.
all that. Just. That is
Gosh,
10 is what you needed. Daviak is just gonna fucking charge up to Ouroboros and say, "Nah, I've waited too long to smite a bitch. I know I've cast Holy Weapon on my bow, but fuck this, I've got smite slots, I might as well use them, right?" And he's gonna take 2 swings at Ouroboros. Should have gone around the side, but that's fine. 17 misses, but an 18 does hit. Actually, sorry, 17 hits, right? Yes, 17 is his armor class when he's in this form. So 11 plus 5 is 16. So that's 2, 6, 2. Sorry, 2, 7, 2, and then another 11 plus. And then he's going to put into that a 3rd level divine smite, because it goes up 4d8 anyway, 5d8 anyway, because of fun stuff. So 5d8. 27 points of radiant damage on top of that. And as Daviak sort of runs in, the first attack just about hits Ouroboros' arm, but the second attack just sears up his body. This radiant damage, as I say, just sears up his body, and he sort of stumbles back a little, and he sort of begins to sort of stumble and begins to sort of step back and try and shake himself off, but he just sort of stumbles and he just screams, and this scream pierces through this hall. The walls, the glass, everything reverberates, and they just the glass all around the room smashes. The painting on the back wall falls, curtains fall, everything just goes, everything, the cacophony of sound is just too much, and you can even hear just the whole building beginning to shake as he screams. But the pieces of glass don't fall. They just sort of slowly hover in the air and then begin to fly towards Ouroboros and coalesce towards him and spin around him, forming a cloud around Ouroboros. as he's just sort of heavy breathing beneath all this, and you are all just regaining your composure. And as the cloud begins to dissipate, you watch as Oberos now does not wear the fancy devil's sort of attire that you saw him in before. Instead, now he wears this beautiful, ornate, finely detailed black armor with all these inscriptions and designs and pictures of devils and hell and these horrifying depictions over his armor. In one hand he has his whip, but in another now he has like a rapier, and the end of it's sort of burning as if it's like been poked in a fire. And you can see that he is now sort of resilient and tall. His wig is like no longer on his head. His hair is just sort of flowing down. Still strangely looks handsome. You don't even know how that's working. But Oberos, the adjudicator, stands towards us. You came here looking for a monster, I presume. Fine. You get the monster then. And next session, we will go into the second part of this, which I thought we would maybe get to a little bit earlier than this, but I understand there was a lot of bad guys and other shit going down. And I think with that, we'll pick this up at the end of, we'll pick this up next week in next session. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you're all enjoying this meaty bit of combat. With obviously much less things about. I'm imagining next session will be a bit more of a bludgeon fest. Yeah, hope you're all enjoying, and we'll get at it. Get back at it to finish this whole thing off next week.